Welcome into the 2018 SCAC Fall Media Days. It's day one, and today we're going to take a look into the Johnson & Wales University volleyball program. The Wildcats joining the SCAC for the first year in 2018, coming off a 2-26 campaign a season ago. Now it's time to welcome in head coach Alicia Roth and junior setter Ashlee Ruehs. And Coach and Ashlee, first of all, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Coach, for you now heading into your second season there as the head coach of the Wildcats, what did you learn from a season ago? How much will you take from what you learned heading into 2018 and really help continue to build your program in the manner that you're looking forward to?
Sure. So year two is always easier. We've kind of figured out Johnson & Wales, figured out kind of the transition from NAIA to D3, and then it was really good for us to have a couple games last year against SCAC teams to kind of know the competition level and really what we're going into. So we got to play Colorado College last year. We got to play Dallas in Austin College also, and that was extremely helpful just to kind of get to know those people and make some contacts with the other coaches. And so, we kind of built during the off season with our small roster that we did have. We built what we could as a foundation in our culture. And going into year two, we're bringing in 9 freshmen. So we had a solid foundation that we built to kind of welcome them and get them acclimated into our culture here and into what we expect out of the conference and that level of play. So it's been an awesome transition. It's going to be awesome to have a full roster this year. I think Ashlee, it feels just as excited about just what our team has in store, and especially just to start feeling as part of a conference and kind of belonging to the SCAC.
Ashlee, Coach mentioned it, but last year, obviously, you and some of your teammates had the opportunity to play some SCAC teams before becoming a full member this season. Speak to a little bit of what are your expectations coming into the SCAC and the excitement around the program to be a part of this new league for the Wildcats.
So our team is super excited to actually be a part of a real conference. We did have the chance last year, as Coach mentioned, to play a few teams. I know a lot of us are really excited to have a full roster to go back and compete with a lot of the same teams we played with last year and really showcase what we've built as a program for this upcoming season. We're super excited, putting in a lot of hard work in the gym, in the training room, and up in the weight center as well. Really working hard to stand out as a competitive team.
Coach, you talked about going through year one and really understanding what it is to be a part of the Johnson & Wales program and to be a Wildcat. You bring in 7 new freshmen come in to start their first years there at JW. What is kind of the message that you're trying to send to some of these new women in your program to understand what it's like to be a part of this group day in and day out?
I think the biggest thing is just empowering all of them. I think we don't want to ever feel as if the classes separate or anything like that. We have welcomed, and I will give our props to our upperclassmen. They have done a wonderful job welcoming our freshmen with open arms. And I think what I really want them to get out of this experience is just that feeling of team chemistry. I think we want to be competitive in the conference. But right now, we want that to be the byproduct of what we're really putting in right now. I want them to buy into the process. I want them to learn to work hard and to compete at a college level, which is completely different than a lot of their experiences at a high school or club level. But kind of initiating them with open arms and not letting them feel like they're disconnected or they're freshmen, but really just creating that sense of family within our program. That's what we really want for our upperclassmen to feel they have new sisters and that our freshmen are, just feeling comfortable in our environment.
Ashlee, Coach talked about the importance of the upperclassmen, you being a junior and entering your first preseason as an upperclassman. How are things maybe a little bit different for you? Maybe just as simple as a mindset and understanding that you're having to shoulder a little bit more of that leadership role now in your junior year.
I think it's really definitely been a switch into a larger part of a leadership role and really making sure the freshmen are comfortable in their dorms and once school starts, comfortable in their classes and comfortable in all of our processes that we do. We do a lot of different techniques that may be unfamiliar for them, and just helping them become comfortable in their volleyball role and their role on this team. It's definitely a little bit more weight on me, but I really love having a smaller team to help kind of bring them into our culture and create this new chemistry and this new program that we're trying to build here.
Ashlee, a season ago as a sophomore, you averaged 6.22 assists per set, over 550 assists on the entire season. What have you really worked at individually over the course of the offseason to continue and grow at that setter's position?
A lot of hand placement and ball location, and agility on the court is something that we've been really working on hard and hitting the ground running with, not only with me but with a lot of our other setters as well. And just making sure that we are having a consistent tempo and a consistent ball every time for our hitters to be successful.
Coach Ashlee spoke a little bit about it earlier, but for you and your standpoint as a head coach, how excited are you to be joining the SCAC? Obviously one of the top volleyball leagues in all of Division III, so you'll have your work cut out for you, but the excitement that you have to be a part of a league now and to sort of get this new chapter of Johnson & Wales volleyball underway.
Oh, I am so excited. I love competition, and I think that this is going to be so great for our team to come in and see the top level in the country. We get to play everyone twice, so we'll get to see it for the first time, and we've played CC a couple times just because they're close, so we get to see them, but just to see everyone in the conference and to be able to try to match that level. I think we're excited to be a part of something like the SCAC, to be recognized amongst some of the great teams that are coming out of this conference, and we look forward to competing with them year in and year out, and recruiting to be able to compete against them in the future. We're really excited, and we're ready. We're anxious to get to the point where we can play in the conference tournament. So we know it's a couple years out, but we're really looking forward to it.
And Ashlee, finally for you, just what are some of the goals this 2018 volleyball squad has heading into the season? This new chapter opening up, as I mentioned. What are some of the things you've talked about that you're hoping to accomplish this year?
We really want to create a sense of family within our team, and we also want to prove that we can be an aggressive defense and aggressive serving team and just really bring all we have. And we have a really big goal to just leave it all out on the court and play 110% and not give up. It's our first year really playing with all these teams, and we want to show them what we have to offer. Finally,
Coach, wrapping things up with you, for the fans that are coming out to support this Wildcats volleyball program this year, friends, family, what can they expect to see? What do you hope is a consistent about this core, about this group, just in terms of its identity that fans can count on day in and day out when they come to support the Wildcats volleyball team this year?
I think our identity is really going to be that the girls take ownership of their play. If you were to watch a game, I think you would see me watching, taking kind of a back seat, and they run it, and I love that. I love that they have the volleyball IQ to kind of run everything and manage everything until it gets to a point where, they need my help. I'm there to strategize. I'm there to give them tactics. And that's what I love to do about the game. I don't want to be on them for every little thing. So I think fans can kind of come see a great volleyball IQ, great team chemistry, and I think it's going to be fun. I think our gym is going to be louder than ever. I think we're just going to have a great environment that we can create for home games, and I'm really excited to get this season kicked off.
Johnson & Wales University volleyball team, this year's Wildcats, led by head coach Alicia Roth and junior setter Ashlee Ruehs, will head into action opening up the 2018 season August 31st when they take on Willamette. Coach Ashlee, thanks so much for your time and best of luck as you head into 2018.
Thanks, Russell.
Thank you.